Thursday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play, Watson to the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there on the first play of the game. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Go. Report. You change it.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Middle.
Play action. Now Jackson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Watson off play action. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. David Njoku. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got beyond.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Yeah.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down at 7. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 35. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, middle. Hey. You change it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rashad Bateman, 35 yards. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
29, 24, 24.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. York able to send this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Alert, alert. Out, here we go. 59. 36. 59.
Now on 2nd and 16. Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. David Njoku with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hey, report.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Middle.
Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Slot man moves right. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 183 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Jackson. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they take a knee. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles,